Hi,
Hi,
your name?
Devdutt Das.
Devdutt Das.
Yeah.
Devdutt, can you just give me a brief intro about yourself?
I am from Calcutta. So I am pursuing MBA Innovation and Entrepreneurship from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune. So it's been 3 months here, and I'm really enjoying this course, and it is helping me with many aspects to know about businesses and how to deal with real life problems and solve them. So
Can
I'm
I have
enjoying.
your age, if that's
Yeah, I'm
okay?
26 years old.
26.
Yeah.
Devdutt, basically, we are working on a solution towards writing. We're looking at how, where people write, what activities go in and around writing while basically. So, a few questions to
Yeah.
you. So, how frequently do you think you write?
So I write not that often. Like nowadays, mostly typing in the laptop. But I do prefer to write my, some, what my thoughts and emotions. I don't find thing everything every time, proper device to write it. So I think pen and paper is the best medium to write those things down.
So, you're saying you don't write very often, but
Um,
when you have some kind of
Important.
thoughts,
I do carry a diary with me
okay.
most of the time, and so I jot things down in points.
So,
So
diary is where you
yeah.
mostly write.
Yeah, but like in some areas I can't take my bags, so there I write in my mobile phone. So
Mobile
yeah,
phone.
that is very convenient that time. But laptop is not that convenient for writing everyday thing. But mobile phone in message I type those things.
In a mobile phone, do you use any applications?
I used to
Where
use one application Note.
no.
Okay, then after that, like I've changed few mobiles that and then often I didn't uh, install any apps. I just write it in the message. I put a number, random number, and save it in that draft box. So
So, do you carry a, notebook or a diary like
yeah,
you mentioned
in class I
in
always
class?
do. Yeah, I always do. But most of my friends they don't carry copies and all.
Copies.
Yeah, they mostly type in the laptops and the phones are good for them. But I personally still like to write things down.
So, do you feel like uh, you said you carry a diary, right?
Hmm.
Do you, how often do you use that in class, basically?
Yeah, in every class I use it.
Every
Every
class you
class,
use
like
it.
even if something I write it down. But sometimes, like in nowadays, but in earlier days I used to write in mobile phones a lot. But nowadays I prefer, because I change my mobile so often. So I think that sometimes data gets lost and all. So I keep a copy
Keep a
so that
copy.
yeah, and then even if I sometimes I click picture of those pages and put it in the drive. So
Okay.
like so that it always be there.
Be there.
Uh,
So you're saying you basically click photos of the
uh.
content that you write on your
Right,
diary.
right. Because in diary I can draw also sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes when I write in what happens when I write message, when I don't have time to write all the things in short time, then I draw a picture and connect it with something table and all, so that it can be easily accessible. So I do
Great.
that thing.
Uh, Next, could you just take us through how your process would be uh, yeah, when you are preparing for an exam? Imagine you have an examination the next day, and this is the previous night,
Hmm.
and you're starting your preparation. Can you just take us
Okay.
through what?
Yeah. Firstly, I would first the important is that I should know what is the important like syllabus, a kind of like what has been like the syllabus what they are going to ask from which
Right,
category of
right.
questions.
So basically, you
Uh,
want to know what you're going to do.
yeah, yeah. First, identifying all those things, and then after that thing, I will search in the internet, like what are the most common questions that they ask. So that I have a very short time. I can't read the whole concept in one time.
Right.
So, but very, and then all the important concepts I just check it from the YouTube, like
Okay.
the videos, because I have a tendency of learning things from video, rather
Okay.
than
Great.
reading it a lot. So and yeah, but people also say to go through the last 10 years and all. I really don't go through the last 10 years, but videos and all, and by many other sources I look for the sources like people who says this kind of thing can be important, this kind of like from videos and all. You can have an idea of the things like what are the main important things which will help you to at least get a good marks, not score extraordinarily good, but at least help you pass the exam. So you can have that idea of that. So in one night I can do that thing. Like what are the main important questions from each chapter, one or two, just do it and that's it.
So your important material for preparation is basically internet
Internet,
and
yeah.
YouTube videos.
Yeah, YouTube videos, internet, yeah, mostly
Do
them.
you refer any kind of notes prepared that you have prepared or your
Yeah,
friends or
yeah, you know,
classmates?
like now as I'm doing, I have preparing notes every day, like in here. But my strategies changes sometimes. You know, like sometimes I don't prepare notes. I have a good books and all. I just go through them like important points. Like when I was in class 11, 12, we
Yeah.
had a good set of books there.
Yeah, basically, so you can share your experience not only from SIBM, your entire
Yeah, yeah.
from your entire learning experience. You can tell us how you probably approach examinations or learning.
like as I grew up, like in this like as we doing MBA, there are no set of books. Like
Right,
there are
right.
lots of books,
Exactly,
but yeah, so
exactly.
that's why notes and teachers PPTs are very important this time. So like in 11, 12, we have NCRT, few books, and we know that these things are going to be important thing, and that we have to knock these things up or do it. But in here, I think since so vast,
Right,
so we
topics are
have to go through some teachers notes and all those are the primary source. And after that, if you have time and if you are very much interested, you can go to the library and get those books.
So how do you have access to these teachers' notes? Basically,
I click pictures of the PPT, and yeah,
click pictures of the
PPT is
PPT that she or
that's
he shares in
shared.
class.
Yeah, and then sometimes I ask for the PPTs, but what happens that the teachers take a bit little time to forward those PPTs. So for that time, I just click those pictures, and I also write everything down. So this is how I get those things, and I upload it in the drive, common drive for all the class members, so that everybody could see it.
So there is a common drive available for everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Since I'm the CR, so I am doing that thing.
Okay.
So that everybody could benefit. That's the thing, because I think that it's important to get a track of things. Like what has been taught in class. That is how I'm doing.
I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My name is Heat Thakkar. I'm from Mumbai. I'm 21 years old. I'm doing my MBA in Innovation and Entrepreneurship from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management.
So I'd like to ask a few questions related to learning and writing. Just how frequently do you write?
Not that frequently, not that regularly, but when something is important, I do make it a point of noting it down.
So important, you're saying this environment would probably be in the classroom, right?
Yes.
So in classroom, do you carry any kind of material to write?
Yes, I do carry a notebook, which is where I, write my stuff, which is important and relevant to me.
Okay. So you carry a notebook, and if you feel there is something that is important,
Yes.
you note it down. Great. Do you feel, are there scenarios where you feel it is more necessary to write than, say for example, a certain subject or a certain kind of learning, where you feel you need to write more, where you feel you generally write more?
It depends on your subject interest. For example, like if there is a fundamental of entrepreneurship as a subject,
Okay.
like if you like, I personally like that subject, so it might be I might be noting few more questions and answers. Then say example with a subject probably I might not take interest to. So it depends on the subject which
And your
interest.
Great. Heath, can you just take us through how your process would be when you're preparing for an exam? Imagine you have an exam the next day. Say you're the previous night you're starting your preparation. What all are the kind of activities that you do?
So yeah, again, I like to watch more videos than reading books.
Okay.
So I would be watching relevant videos to the subject and then noting it down and preparing notes and then learning the material.
So there is an activity where you watch videos, right?
Yeah,
What
and
are your where do you search for these videos?
YouTube, then there are different sites where you get access to.
Anything that comes to
So while I was preparing for my SNAP exam, so I had prepared through this site known as the Hit Bullseye.
hit bullseye?
Yeah. So which had relevant material to offer to.
And you were also saying that along with the video, you also had a notepad or a
Yeah.
notebook where
So
you
whatever the insights from the video, I used to note it down and then refer it later.
great. So other than videos, do you use any other material in your learning activity? Imagine for the time being that you are actually sitting and preparing. You have your laptop open and you are watching videos. Anything else that you are using while learning other than your laptop? And
Yeah, I'll have a small notebook with me, which again I'll write a few important insights from the video, and yeah, and I'll keep sticks notes where I can stick for that important notes.
important. And no other material, right?
No,
I think that's it. Thank you.
So my name is Kunal. I'm in first year of INE course. Uh, and
Which
yeah,
college?
SIBM, Symbiosis Institute of Business Management.
Can you just give us your age?
I'm 22.
Kunal, just a few questions on your writing and learning. How frequently do you think you write?
On notebooks,
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
so every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Great. When do you generally write and what do you write?
So in lectures, I do carry my laptop with me, so I make notes over on my laptop itself. Or if I have any ideas which can come anytime, so I have a short notepad with me which I carry in my bag, so I do write those things. Or any important key points which I think are important and could be referred in future, I write those points in the notebook which I have with me.
Your basic material for writing is either your notepad.
Or my laptop. Yeah.
Other than the classroom environment, do you write anywhere else?
Yeah, on the notebook which I said, which I just mentioned.
Not, I'm in the sense ki other than in classroom, any other place where you write.
So I'm active on Quora, so sometimes I do write on Quora. It's very less, but yes, I do sometimes.
Can you just take us through what process you follow when you're preparing for an exam? Imagine you have an exam coming up the next day.
Okay.
The previous night is ready to prepare for the exam. Can you just take us through the process?
So for exams, I try to go systematically. So for any question, first I try to analyze what the solution would be, a probable solution for it. Then I try to note it down point wise, and then explain all those points, each and every point, in detail.
So, what kind of study materials do you use? What kind of materials do you have around you when you're,
So for the competitive exams,
it could be for any exam.
so reference books, websites, which could give me some more insights about or detailed view about of that thing.
Okay.
Or some portals which are the education portals which helps in gaining more knowledge or shortcut tricks for those particular things.
Okay. So these are like the most common materials that you use. You said you write notes regularly, right? So do you refer those notes while you prepare for the exam?
Sometimes, yes, I do. Yeah.
What does that depend on anything? You referring your notes?
So supposing if the paper which I have to give tomorrow is something which I find difficult, so surely I do refer to all those notes from the day one which I've been writing. For something which is very practical, I prefer going on websites and getting knowledge from, so that I could use some examples which I've learned from those websites and then put it on my exam the next day.
So imagine you're referring any of these websites, online content. At that time, do you feel the need to, comprehend and write it down, or do some activity like that?
So again, I write the keywords of those examples. So suppose I get an example of say a case study about Tata.
Okay.
So there is one paragraph which is important for me for tomorrow by my exam next day.
Right.
So I just write about that short para, very short, one line or two liners, which will recollect me the entire example the next day, and which will help me to write down that example in the exam.
In the exam.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Amrita and I'm an engineer and now I'm here in SIBM to do my MBA in IMU.
Great. Can you tell us your age?
Yeah, I'm 23 years.
Amrita, just a few questions on writing and how you learn. How frequently do you think you write?
Maybe a year back, but till I did my engineering, it used to be almost every day.
Okay.
And now maybe it's once every 2 to 3 days.
Once every 2 to 3
Yeah.
days. So, when do you feel the necessity to write?
Usually in class or if I'm in a hurry to just write some notes and I don't want to take my phone out or any electronic device.
Okay. So you're saying you write in multiple materials like your notebook and where all do you write this?
Mostly in my notebook.
Okay.
Mostly, that's predominantly.
Okay. Then anywhere else, even if it's not predominant, anywhere else.
Making lists, to-do lists, and in my diary probably, since I maintain one.
Diary is also physical.
Yeah, it's a physical diary.
So you have notebooks that you use in class and you have
A
a
separate,
diary,
yeah.
diary that you use.
Correct, yeah.
Can you just take us through the process of your preparation for an exam? Imagine you have an exam the next day and you're going to prepare this night. So what will your process like?
So now in the INE course, there's no exams as such, but initially like in the conventional exam mode, I would usually read once and then if I feel something important or if I need to practice it, any diagrams, I always made it a point to like write and practice. So writing was always part of my preparation process.
Right. So this reading used to happen. What kind of material did you used to read?
Either hard copy, preferably I used to prefer hard copy, otherwise like on the laptop, like soft copy of textbook.
Okay. Any reason why you preferred hard copy over?
For me personally, my eyesight, I mean, I would find it more convenient to like use a hard copy to read, yeah.
And anything else that you did while you were preparing other than just reading and writing notes?
Also sometimes maybe like competitive exams, I used to listen to the audio tapes maybe. And yeah, that's it.
So while you were listening to these tapes, would you again like?
Important points, yes, I would write down. Because always to refer back to it, I would prefer my notes rather than going through
Okay, so you prefer to use your
my
personal
own, yeah,
notes.
I always use.
Do you think you share your, because you said you write a lot of notes and refer your notes, you share these notes?
Yeah, like my friends, if they were like close friends of mine, I used to. And now, like in fact, I've shared it with my juniors since they asked me for it. So I've given it to them.
So you used to give off your hard copy notebooks itself, or how did you share?
I used to give it after a year. Like I used to not pass it on immediately because I thought I would need it for my reference.
Right, exactly.
But maybe like after a year or a couple of years, then I wouldn't mind sharing it.
Okay, you wouldn't mind sharing. And you did you ever feel the need to, if I had those notebooks and that notes right now, it would have helped me out?
Maybe, but it's not always possible for me to physically have all my notes in hand. So I feel like at least if somebody else is benefiting from it, that's okay. Thank you.
Hi, I'm from Kaushal, and I'm a mechanical engineer. Now I'm here pursuing MBA in IIM. I'm SAB,
SIBM. Can I ask your age?
22.
22. Great. Shubham, just a few questions on writing and how you learn and everything.
Okay.
How frequently do you think you write?
I still write daily. I used to write about
Daily. Okay. When do you think you write the most?
Actually, the thing is like I used to write whenever I feel like I'm having something in my mind. I used to write. In the morning, in the evening, like I feel like I have to write. So I write.
Right. Did you write in classrooms
Yeah.
when you were learning?
Yeah, too.
And what materials or mediums did you use to generally write? Whatever it is that you write.
Whatever is coming, like if your teacher is teaching something, like,
No, I'm asking where do you write?
notebook,
Notebook.
yeah.
Any other medium that you used to
Like
write or
notebook, notepad,
that's
diaries.
right, that's it. Can you just take us through how your preparation would be for an exam? Imagine you have an exam coming up the next day. What would your preparation?
I'll try covering all the data first. If I'm having 2 chapters to go, I'll try. Okay, fine. So if I'm having 2 chapters to go, I'll like go thoroughly into it. Like first chapter complete, then second. I won't write it. I used to learn it like by repeating the words and all. I'll learn it.
Okay,
In that
so
way.
just basically saying that you used to read.
Yeah, I used
What
to
you
learn.
so what
Understanding the things, like not writing actually, but understanding what's happening.
understand it. So there was no writing involved, but you were reading. So where would you be typically reading from?
Books and internet.
So you used to use both
Both the medium.
hard copy books and
soft copies.
internet also. Okay. Anything else other than books and the internet to help you learn?
PPTs and all,
Yeah.
not from internet, but you can get the PPTs from the teachers and all.
Right.
So I used to learn from them.
Okay. And do you have the habit of writing while you were preparing, or
Actually, no.
No. So you're basically reading and understanding. I think that's it.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Nikhil, done my BTech from PIT University in Electronics and Communication, and now I'm pursuing my MBA from SIB Pune. I'm around 25 years of age now.
Thanks, Nikhil. Just a few questions on writing and learning
sure.
generally. How frequently do you think you write?
Right now in college, like we have a lot of assignments and reports. That is
Generally
something.
over your
Apart from this,
learning
I don't
is-
write that much.
You don't write that much. Great. If at all you write, in what environment or when do you think you would probably write?
Very rarely, actually. Like in studying, I don't really write. I don't. That is something. But apart from that, maybe if there is something sort of if a learning is there, like some sort of formula, then you just might, because if it's a big formula, then you might have to write it again and again. Otherwise, it's fine.
So do you generally carry some kind of a copy to your class?
I have one, but I don't really make notes. I prefer listening.
Can you just take us through how your process of learning for an examination is?
Okay. For examination, I generally don't. I watch videos maybe. Like if online videos you find, like in school, there's always books. You have a particular books. That's different scenario. But in college, you have a lot of options. So in that, like presentations which professor shares, that is something which you prefer. Otherwise, you go. I preferably go for internet videos. There's this NPTEL. That is something. They have a lot of good videos on every topic I want to just go through them. But I don't really write.
You don't really write.
Even after watching a video or presentation, like I think I have that sort of memory. Like if I read something, I can retain 80 to 90% of it. So I just need a recap later on, like maybe just before the exam, half an hour. That's it.
So videos, the internet generally, content that your teachers or prof has shared with you?
No, it's not something like that. They generally share presentations. They have their own PPT, so that is something which I refer to. But apart from that, if I want to have a better understanding of a topic, it's more theoretical. So, but I find myself videos like NPTEL is a national platform.
Right.
You can search videos on any, specifically for technical, it's there. So like I search technical videos over there. I go through that. There are IT professors that teach on that. So they just give a glimpse of it. It's a half an hour video, but explains a lot about the topic. So that is what I do.
I think that's it.
Sure. Thank you.